The Minister of Transport, Engineer Jaji Sambo, has promised the maritime stakeholders that funding for the new construction of the Institute of Maritime Studies at the University of Lagos will not experience any obstacles. Engineer Sambo, who made the statement during the grand laying foundation ceremony of the Institute of Maritime Studies, which was held at Senate Chamber, UNILAG, commended the DG of NIMASA, Dr. Bashir Jamo, for carefully selecting the best hands that would handle the project and deliver it within the stipulated time.
The first reason is that after ABU gave me my education, there is no other university I am so sentimentally attached to like the University of Lagos. And this is in spite of the fact that I had a tutoring stint at the Obafemi Awolowo University as a corporal. And that is also in spite of the fact that I served at the University of Ibadan during my camping as a corporal. The University of Lagos remains attached to me. One, because I started my working life in Lagos. And long before I started working as a young 22-year-old civil servant at the Nigerian Ports Authority, the first time I got attached to this university was when I was escorting a friend of mine, Mr. Alex Akibe, to his brother's house here in Akoka, and we had to pass the university gate. So that was why when I was coming in today through that gate, I was full of emotions. University of Lagos also remains indelible in my mind because they gave me the opportunity to do an MBA here. Unfortunately, the circumstances, after I went through the trouble of spending 1 year, and that was why DVC I asked you of Professor Ben. Yes. I spent a whole year, it was supposed to be a 1.5 years or 2-year course. Spent a rigorous 1 year only to abandon it and head to Abuja. But then, everybody has their trajectory in life. And the only regret I have is that I do not have a degree in my name issued by this great university. And that is not the end of it all. While working as the area manager or general manager, Lagos Zone of the National Inland Waterways Authority, I also, in my quest for knowledge, had desired to do the master's in transport studies, I think it was. And Professor Oni, that was when I got to know him, was introduced to me by one of my subordinate officers, Mr. Stanley Onoa. In that particular instance, it wasn't my fault. Providence did not give me the admission. I wasn't admitted. I'm sure I would have gone through that because it pained me that I did not complete that MBA here. So I wanted to use that opportunity to still have a record of UNILAG in my CV. But I'm comforted today, GVC, by the fact that I still, my CV will still carry UNILAG by virtue of today's event. History will record me as a Nigerian who laid the foundation stone ceremony of that beautiful building there. And I think that in itself is more than a certificate. So, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Management of the University of Lagos, I'm a proud holder of your certificate today. I will also, by the grace of God, no matter in which station I find myself in the very near future, come and commission this building. And for the remaining months of this administration, I am going to fire the DG, NIMASA, to make sure that funding for this project never ceases. So, the contractor, I'm sure, was carefully chosen because I know the DG for his quality and his standards. I'm sure he has chosen, he and his management must have chosen high quality contractor who will deliver. We will make sure that every certificate that is raised is paid within 7 days. So that the contractor does not complain of an inadequate funding. On this note, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank God and thank the management of the University of Lagos for giving me the opportunity of being the one to do this ceremony today. And I will happily and proudly proceed to do that without much ado. As is usual with me, I pray that God will continue to bless NIMASA and the Federal Ministry of Transportation. God will bless the great Apoka. No, did I get them right? Apokites. But Apokites are graduates of our University of Lagos. But God will bless the University of Lagos. Now, you see, I understand why there was so much resistance when the name of this university was supposed to have been changed under the previous administration. It is the first university of choice after ABU. God bless President Muhammad Buhari. God bless you all and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Just you that in 2014, when University of Lagos was selected, land was provided, contractor was selected to commence the building of this maritime institution. But somewhere along the line, one, due to bad land, whereby it's a marshy area, we were unable to continue with the building of the. And the project, Honorable Minister, is divided into 3 phases. The first phase we intend to commence now, and we are giving the contractor 90 days to commence the first phase. This will enable us to complete the project within the stipulated budget cycle of at least 2 years. Now we have 2021 provision, we have 2022 provisions, and if we so do it, Honorable Minister will be able to complete the project. The first set of the buildings that I mentioned is what constitutes the first phase. Now the second phase and the third phase will follow, so that we can have the full-blown Maritime Institute of the Southwest. On behalf of the Governing Board, Honorable Minister, the management of staff of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, I am glad to present to you the University of Lagos, the representing Southwest Zone Maritime Institution, for your own consideration and groundbreaking of this institute. Thank you so very much.
First female Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos. we seize every opportunity to celebrate that. Of the first 5 pioneer universities in Nigeria, we are the first to produce a female vice chancellor. She will then the groundbreaking ceremony of the building that is being donated by NIMASA to the Institute of Maritime Studies at the University of Lagos. Following on what the DG NIMASA said, you can imagine how today is a day of great joy for us, because this has been long in coming. And there was a time when we despaired and wondered whether it would ever be. It is true that our university has had a long-dated history of engaging with maritime studies. We've engaged with maritime studies from almost all spheres. Of course, I believe everybody knows that we were one of the first universities to offer the marine sciences in Nigeria. One of our deputy vice chancellors who was here on time but has had to go because of another commitment is actually a professor of marine biology and studied that here as
Watch it.
The service of mankind, I lay the foundation of the Institute of Maritime Studies at the University of Lagos.
According to the DG of NIMASA, Dr. Bashir Jamo, this project has actually experienced a series of obstacles since 2014 when the land was carefully selected. Joy Inamna, Seabed TV.